All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for another review of a really cool knife that is about to drop soon, I think, or may have already by the time I drop the video. But this is the Knives Fast channel. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stick around for a live stream, and check me out over on Instagram at Knives Fast. By the way, the live streams are Monday nights, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, KF Live. This is the Asher Knife Company Acuto. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Acuto. Now, I don't, these aren't posted anywhere yet. I don't know an awful, I'm going to move my camera just a little. There we go. Now we can see it better. We don't know a ton about these yet as far as specs because they're not listed on Asher's website. This came from our buddy Big Doug, Broke Ass Knives. And I'm glad I'm getting to check it out. How cool is that? So this, again, is the Asher Acuto. I am not positive if this is a petrified fish or a Tuya build. Either way, it is really good. Has a very deep pocket clip here. Very deep. And the way that it is set down in the scale. There's your screws there on either side, so it is reversible. You have a notch on both sides of your backspacer. You have some jimping on your backspacer. You have a lanyard pin on your backspacer and a reversible clip tip up. So how cool is that? You have hardware on this side, and on this side you have your Asher Knife Company logo. Come on. All right, I think we got it there. It's upside down, by the way. So there you go. Asher Knife Company. Very cool. Now we have flat scales, very flat. We do have a chamfer all the way around. Very cool there. And as usual with Asher knives, you know they're going to be thin. The blade stock is going to be very thin. And I mean, that's kind of the vibe Justin over there at Asher is going for, and I think he's hit it pretty much every time. I mean, I can't think of a time he hasn't hit it, but you know what I mean. So very cool. We do have thumb studs on this one, and let's see how she deploys. Bam. Very gorgeous looking profile. Super interesting knife. I keep trying to decide what I would call this blade shape. First of all, back here on the handle, you've got kind of bead blasted titanium, but it kind of looks distressed, which is really cool. And then you've got a kind of diagonal satin finish on the blade, which is really cool because of the shape is just messing with me. It's like it wants to be a drop point. It wants to be a clip point. It is very pointy and pokey, and it has this kind of crazy downward angle once you get past. So again, we have a 4-finger grip, as you know, per usual with Justin's knives. 4-finger grip. Thumb ramp here with jimping, and then again you go down hard to that point here, and so you can come up here. Definitely there's nowhere to choke up, but you do have a very nice sharpening choil. Your plunge is well back of the tip of that edge there, so you're going to be able to sharpen this perfectly. I do see right here, just always have to point these things out, some kind of imperfections in that grind. I don't know from your angle if you can, there you go. See where that, there's a little bit of something going on there where it's kind of not even. I'm not sure if that's from the machining or what. Now on this side, yep, see on this side, it's very perfect. I will say the grinds, yep, are very symmetrical. I don't see any issues with that. And everything is chamfered off and finished well. The blade, you definitely have some nice chamfering. Very cool. And you come down to an extremely thin tip, guys. This thing, look at that. Tip is very thin. And we're going to see here in a minute that she cuts really well. Now, you do have a liner lock. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the scalloping or serrations or whatever you want to call it there. I know, it's jimping. You do have great access to it, and it moves over very easily. So that's a bonus. Does drop to my thumb very easily, and you can see just shakes right down. It's on bearings. Again, 4-finger grip is magnificent. I love it. Let's see, lockup. No side to side, no blade play, no lock rock. You do have 25 to 30 on your lockup, which is fine. This guy's not closing on you. No issues there. Again, very smooth. Man, it is ultra smooth. Golly. Not really heavy blade. So again, it's just going to come down and then just slide down. That's crazy. Now you have thumb studs. And what I like is you have a very small fuller, but you have a fuller on both sides. So lefties, you should be able to flick this as well. I can also flick it off the studs easily. The detent, detent is really nice. The break of it, yep, very good. Not shaken out at all. Just a very cool, very basic, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just a very simple design, but very unique with that sharp drop on the tip there. I think that is really interesting. So here is my Ontario Rat 2 that didn't want to open for some reason. Probably just missed the stud there. My Ontario Rat 1, and then I'm going to reach over here. I should have been prepared. There we go. Here is just for comparisons. So those guys are going to go. And just for comparisons, I'm going to drop in the Asher, the Flipper Spiro here. Put it down here at the bottom. So you can see lengthwise very similar. Widthwise very similar. Now, what I like about the Spiro, the reason this one stuck around is you do have more contoured scales rather than flat. Ergos are important to me, and this one does. It doesn't feel bad, but it definitely feels more flat and squared off, and this one sort of more fills my hand and feels better because of the contouring of the scales. You can see blades are fairly similar, as far as the actual shape of the blade. Again, this is more of a classic drop point, and this is that crazy clip point. Very cool. Both are liner locks. And both have good access to the blade. To the lock bar. Closed. Let's see. Very similar size-wise. You can see you got a much deeper clip on this one, but this one's fine for me. No problems with that. It is reversible with a tab, and this one's reversible from the back, which I think is better. You don't have a tab. It looks more clean. Very cool, clean-looking knife. For sure, we'll put that one away in a minute. Let's get a piece of cardboard here and see how we do with some cutting. It's an Asher, guys. What's going to happen with an Asher is it's going to be incredibly thin, and it's going to do all... I need to get some better pieces of cardboard. But anyway, it's going to do all of your typical EDC tasks well. Again, your tip's a little higher, so not as easier to get that tip down in there. But just as far as, look at that. It is a laser beam. It's an absolute laser beam. So very cool knife. I am very glad Doug sent this along for me to check out. Now let's talk about something important. These Asher put up on Instagram that these are on the ground in America and they're coming soon. He's going to QC them and have them ready. Now, guys, I'm telling you, they're going to go quick. So you have to go to asherknives.com and sign up for his newsletter. And when you do that, you're going to get an email saying when these are dropping. And that is how you get one, okay? He'll tell you when they drop. You go get one. And if you wait too long, they will be gone. So this is the Acuto. Really cool design from Asher. Just another classic EDC banger. Now, I don't know the price at the time of this recording. By the way, let's see. It is milled out in there. Let's do I know I'm going over now. Let's do the weight real quick just so you guys can know since it's titanium. I'm curious how much we're talking. I think it's close to 4 ounces. Yeah, 3.77. I was close. And by the way, lengthwise, I know I did my comparisons there. But lengthwise, this guy is 7 1/4, I would say. And there, I'll lay that out so you can see what you're dealing with blade-wise and handle-wise. And very, very cool. So again, these are coming, so be ready if you are interested. And thanks, Doug, and thanks, Justin over there at Asher. And guys, definitely like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you let me know down below what you think of this one. Comments help the algorithm, guys, so definitely please help me out with the comments. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.